Here we have another LS7 that has dropped a valve. Let's take it apart and see what the damage looks like. Amazingly enough, the head is destroyed. And there's damage inside, like the piston is destroyed, but the bore. No, the sleeve is chipped at the bottom, and there's some gouges in the side of it where it looks like the rod has just smacked it, and it's like a deep indentation, and you can see that. So that's not gonna, that would need a lot of milling to smooth that out. This block is done. But let me finish getting it apart. piston ring. So the block is beat to shit inside, and the sleeve is hurt for all intents and purposes as far as we're concerned, this motor is done. You could try to save this one, I guess. There's no actual crack in the block, but it would need to go, it would have to be re-sleeved, and for the dollars that you'll put into this block, it's got chips out of it, and it's all beat to shit inside. I wouldn't trust this. The windage tray right here, we can see, I don't know if you can see that well, but the windage tray where the crank rolled around with the piston being, it bashed out a piece of it right here. Can you see that? That's just what happens when large chunks of debris break loose and start circulating around in the running motor, right? They're going to get chewed up by the rotating assembly, and shit's going to break, it's going to bind, and this Z06 needs a motor. Stay tuned on that. We'll get back to you on our plan.